Hello, and welcome back to our deep dive into the history of America's native spirit. Today, we're uncorking the story of bourbon, a whiskey that is as American as it gets. Imagine this. It's 1783. The American Revolution has just ended. In that very same year, Evan Williams opened a commercial distillery in Kentucky. This wasn't just any distillery. It was a sign of what was to come. It was the start of a journey, a liquid timeline that would flow through the heart of American history, shaping culture and commerce along the way. Pioneers pushing westward, farmers turning their corn into liquid gold, innovators who defined what this spirit could be. Every sip connects us to the people and the moments that built this country from the ground up, one barrel at a time. Think about another key moment. 1897. The government steps in to protect the integrity of bourbon with the Bottled-in Bond Act. It was the first consumer protection law in American history, and it was all about whiskey. Fast forward to 1964. The United States Congress officially declares bourbon a distinctive product of the United States. This wasn't just a nice gesture, it was a legal declaration that cemented bourbon's identity on the world stage. In this episode, we're going to lay out the roadmap for our historical exploration. We will begin in the late 1700s, with the first settlers who crossed the Appalachian Mountains into what would become Kentucky. These were tough, resourceful people. Distilling wasn't a hobby for them, it was a necessity. Then, we'll enter the tumultuous early 20th century and the dark years of Prohibition from 1920 to 1933. We'll uncover the stories of the few distilleries that managed to survive by obtaining permits to sell medicinal whiskey. These were the survivors who would carry the torch of bourbon through its darkest hour, ensuring its legacy would not be forgotten. We'll look at a period of decline when many historic distilleries closed their doors and bourbon fell out of fashion. But then, we'll explore the incredible rebirth that began in the 1980s, with the birth of premium, single-barrel bourbon. We'll celebrate the modern pioneers and craft distillers who sparked a global renaissance, leading to the vibrant industry we see today. While distilling was happening all over the American frontier, Kentucky quickly emerged as the epicenter of this burgeoning industry. It sat atop a massive limestone shelf, filtered water, removing iron, adding calcium, minerals ideal for fermentation, fertile soil, excellent corn, vast hardwood forests, oak for barrels. One of the most famous is Elijah Craig. The legend says that around 1789, Craig first aged whiskey in charred oak barrels. Figures like Jacob Beam sold his first barrel in 1795 as Old Jake Beam Sour Mash. In 1812, Dr. James C. Crowe established Old Crow. Crowe was a physician and chemist who perfected the sour mash process. The period following the Civil War saw the rise of the great bourbon barons, visionary entrepreneurs like Colonel Edmund Haynes Taylor, Jr., who built massive distillery complexes. Another giant was George Garvin Brown, who in 1870 began selling his brand, Old Forester, exclusively in sealed glass bottles to combat adulteration. By the early 1980s, a few visionary individuals decided to save bourbon not by making it cheaper, but by embracing its potential for incredible quality. In 1984, Elmer T. Lee created Blanton's, the first commercially released single-barrel bourbon in the modern era. Around the same time, Booker Noe of Jim Beam released Booker's, the first bourbon bottled at cask strength, unapologetically flavorful. This premium revival sparked a cultural phenomenon, capitalized on by the wildly successful Kentucky Bourbon Trail, which launched in 1999. Today, bourbon is bigger than ever. It has reclaimed its position as a quintessential American icon, a symbol of craftsmanship recognized around the globe. Bourbon is, and will remain, America's native spirit, a liquid embodiment of the nation's own complex and fascinating story. Thanks for joining us. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment with your favorite bourbon fact, and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the world of whiskey. We'll see you next time.